Oh, we're rolling now? Alright, Spectre Studio here once again. I'm with Brian Butler. We're going to do a 40k battle report and a classic matchup because Brian plays Ultramarines. I am breaking out the Tyranids once again. So we're going to do the Battle Macrage type of theme asset here because we're on a nice frozen world. We're going to do pretty well with that. So what do you think? What do you think is going to be going on here? We got 1750 list?
Yep, 1750. You know, pretty classic. Both of us have a couple of new models, I guess, or some kit bash stuff. A few Forge World things. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I got some wings, so I definitely have a fully nice. You're gonna see a very WYSIWYG Tyranid army, except for the converted Tavergons that you've seen in my army before. But I have some wings to get some strikes going on with actual Forge World, or actually the Games Workshop Bone Swords Lash Whips. So pretty deadly combo, and you're going to be unveiling the Contemptor Dreadnought here?
Yeah, I have a Mortis Contemptor that's the double assault cannon variant, so it'll be kind of fun to just try that out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be ready to shoot down lots of bugs, and I brought a lot of bugs to basically do that. Pretty excited about this. I've been looking to play Brian for a long time. Those that not, I'm going to put a little follow below. He's got a nice blog site that follows the Ultramarines because he's one of the true people that really represent the Ultramarines that are our community, and I'm really excited to really kind of bring the Nids, seeing as I lost badly last time I did that. So we'll see. Let's not hope that's a theme with me against Ultramarines, and see if I can bring some revenge and get some good fighting going on with that. All right?
Awesome.
All right, let's get to the battle.
As was mentioned earlier, I have a blog that originally started over at Bolter and Chainsword. It was Ming's blog with the different problems that they've had with their website, which have now, I guess their website actually imploded over the weekend. Their server died. So we don't know when they're going to be back up. But I did move my blog out to Defenders of Calth, and so you can find it at Blogspot. And basically, I've always themed things around Third Company Ultramarines, which just don't get enough love, and First Company, which of course get eaten by bugs. So I don't know if that was smart to bring that. But anyways, if you look at the army I brought tonight, it basically covers both of those groups pretty well. I've got a squad of 10 Terminators and a Librarian Terminator with a Storm Shield and stave, and then the Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought, one of the new Storm Talons. And then they're supported by a host of others, 2 10-man tactical squads. And I went with just Bolter and Chainswords, Flamers, Missile Launchers with them. And then from First Company again is 10 Stern Guard with a collection of different types of combi weapons. And those guys are there to do some of their own heavy lifting. And then out of 10th Company, got a handful of scouts hiding in the back for them to get a little bug practice as well. So you can see it's pretty standard for what I've been doing recently with this list that we keep calling the Defenders of Calth, where it's basically a reaction force where you drop in. Everything here could essentially, in terms of a thematic game, drop in or scout in and start the battle that way. So it's totally different from what I'd been playing years ago, which is all like mech and shooty.
All right, so I'm bringing the Tyranids, one of the more popular armies that I usually showcase on our YouTube channel here. This is pretty much like a land and air venture I kind of went with. I want to kind of group some things together. The biggest thing about a lot of it was this new Tyranid I've kind of had around and bashed. We put a couple of little armored sides on him, so he's got the armored carapace, so he's down to a 2+ armor save with the Devourer Brain Leech weaponry on him, so he's going to be firing a lot of shots. I know most people do a lot of flying aspects with him, but for the fun aspect, I thought he'd be kind of fun with an armored group. He's going to take some bodyguards with him because he's definitely going to attract some attention, so I plan on him getting shot. The flying version of this one is one of my old standards. You've seen him quite a bit. twin scything talons. I know a lot of people use the devours, but that's the model I have. I kind of like him eating things instead of shooting things, so that's pretty much what his whole design is. He's going to have a bunch of shrikes with him. There's 5 of them there. They have the lash whip bone swords and scything talons with toxin sacks, so that's a pretty nasty combo. I got hopefully that they are able to deliver themselves into that combat. The basic now, he's got some Tyranids. He was converted from the Ragnarok spider. I've got 12 Termagants in the back that make these guys troops. And because we've taken the Hive commander on our little armored Hive Tyrant, one of these babies is going to be outflanking, so that's going to bring a lot of bugs on the flank side. And we have a standard 30 Hormagaunts that are just, I love these better than Gene Stealers. People kind of loving them, but these are cheaper, just about as fast because they've got all types of rolls that go with it, and you give them the toxin sacks, they're going to pretty much hurt a lot of things around them. And the Venom Thorps, this is pretty much a standard in my list because basically you're going to get shot a lot. You might as well bring the cover with you instead of looking for it. That way you can kind of move forward and really attack things, and anything attacking you back is going to suffer some issues there. So, land in air, going to kind of bring it to the Ultramarines. Last time I went all air and they shot me all out of the sky, so now there's a pretty solid land presence, and we'll see exactly if they can recreate the Battle of Mirage again. And we don't want the Ultramarines to prevail, so let's hope we can drop them down to half the planet and die.
All right.
Well, my list is pretty simplistic. There are like 5 human marine dudes here that all the bugs can sense, so they're kind of gravitating towards that with a big robot covering them. There's not much else choices to do. I have very little shooting, so basically that's where a lot of that is. And that is more or less the movement phase. We got 1 psychic power off, which gave him endurance, which is now, he's relentless. Feel no pain and will not die. This guy will do, he's basically made some bugs in his phase, and he's also getting the Hormagaunts feel no pain as well. And he passes that, so now the Hormagaunts also have feel no pain. And that's the move. We'll go into shooting. Alright, this is going to be a really quick blurb. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing, and then I'm going to make the move because you don't want to sit here and watch 100 bugs move. So basically, nobody's shooting because the only one that has a gun is not in range. That's 18 inches. So Gaunts are going to run, Hive Tyrants are going to run, and the Venom Thorps are going to kind of run. Everybody else is going to stay put and see what drops in their laps. It's kind of like dinner time. So we'll see exactly what drops in the sky, and then we'll try to eat those things that come out.
For the movement phase, turn 1, the 2 tactical pods came in. You know, tactically the thought was whether to bring the Stern Guard in now or not. The decision was to go ahead and bring in the tactical guys now instead and save the Stern Guard for a higher value target that needs to be dealt with. But basically dropped them both in together near one of the objectives. You know, overall the concept is that since you have a giant group of bugs, I'm going to have to deal with them sooner or later, so I just soon deal with them while I still have most of my guys. So we'll do that. And basically, at this point, it's kind of interesting. You know, you're controlling a couple of the objectives, and you know, there's about 15 points in the game on the table, and we'll see where it goes. He's gonna get me. I hope you guys like to, you know, edit all this stuff. Anyways, it is shooting time.
No, we don't.
It is not shooting time. But basically, I'm going to start off with this tactical squad first. So the flamer guy's out front. So I'm going to be able to get at least 5.
Yeah, we can get you more than that.
You know,
yeah,
what's the most I can get?
That's 5.
Okay, so there's going to be 5 guys there. So I'll just put 5 dice off to the side.
Yep.
Okay. No cover saves for you.
No.
And then everybody else, there's one snap-firing missile launcher. And then there are, everybody else is rapid firing except for the sergeant, who's another regular dice. So that leaves me with 7 other guys, times 2 is 14 dice.
We got a theme, so what squad name is this? Who's this squad? Putting it on the spot, because you always come up with your stories.
Yep. That squad ultimately, right now, is just Alpha.
Alpha squad.
Alpha and Bravo. I'm always just using that unless I can remember their sergeant names. So it makes it more complicated. And that's
all right.
So anyways,
Die dirty bugs.
so this is a pistol shot that can just go in there.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll just substitute this in for the missile launcher, so don't worry about that.
All right.
So ultimately, the yellow one needs a 6. Everybody else needs a 3.
Right. Look at that. Well, that was a 1 for the missile launchers. You totally win.
Yep. So we'll chuck away the bad ones. All right. And you are toughness
3.
3. So I'm gonna need 3s to wound you.
Yep.
With these dice.
All right. How we do, Alpha?
You got 4 so far,
4 wounds so far.
and these are regulars that you do your cover save shenanigans
We'll
with.
cover with it.
And then these are the flames.
And that is
4 more
right there. All right. So I'm gonna roll. So I got 4 out of that, 4 out of the regular bolt guns. There's a venom throat close by, so that's a 5+ there. That's gonna save 1. Now these ones are added in, the 4 other ones from the flamer. This is the Feel No Pain that was added from the Taveragon on a 5 as well. So there's 2 saves there, meaning 5 of the Hormigons have died.
All right. Just to join in while they're there, the pod itself is going to skyfire, not skyfire, whatever it is, snapshot. It needs 6s, nothing. The other pod will do the same thing.
Okay. And spinning.
And nothing.
Still spinning.
Okay, but now the other squad will fire at those guys, and what
Okay,
they're going to
Bravo.
do is they're just going to focus fire on the guys they can see.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean ultimately,
And
what everybody
flavor
gets
can
covered.
touch.
Okay, so we have 1 flamer already, and then it's pretty much the same thing as before.
Yep.
1 rocket launcher, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and a pistol.
Okay.
So these are all 3 hit, except for this. That's gone. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Good.
All right.
All right, and then these are the 2 wounds.
Looking good. We got 7, 8.
All right, and then the flamer itself is also. So yeah,
Flamer is
total of
one as
9 wounds.
Okay.
1 being the flamer.
All right. So 9 wounds. 5. Well, 8 wounds for the bolt guns, right? 5 from the cover. There's some cover saves right there. Now these are the Feel No Pains. Whoops, we lost that guy, so we'll add another one. And there'll be 2 right there, so a total of 4 more of the Hormigons will drop. And then over here, 1, 2, 4.
All right. Now,
It doesn't have a
36 inches away. We're going to go sniper rifles and the rocket launcher onto the big bug.
All right.
Okay, so it's 4 sniper rifles. One of them is from the sergeant, and then 1 rocket. Crack missile.
Okay.
So 3s and 4s to hit.
Okay.
Okay,
So missile hit.
so missile hit.
Okay, the missile needed 2.
Yep, and then here's the
Sniper fours.
snipers. So 1 sniper round
That's
gets through, and it's rending. and then a 2 for that, so that's strength 8 AP3.
So it won't really matter. I'm gonna need both cover saves from the woods.
Yep.
Be a 5+ going through the woods, and he's got one of them, so he'll take a wound.
All right. Now for the Dreadnought,
Yep.
it's 12 dice.
Where's he going?
It is going into the Horde.
All right.
24? He's BS5 and it's 24 inch range.
Alright. There are a number that can, if he does really well, there's a chance that he can't kill everything. Somewhere out of the range of that weapon.
Alright, so 2. Everybody.
Everything.
Yeah, strength 6 branding.
Won't matter.
It does for your feel no pain.
Strength 6 already takes care of it. So it's 11.
11.
Alright, so this is just cover.
Alright, 4 turns.
That will drop 8 more.
I told you.
1, 2,
That's how it works.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got all the ones to kill.
Alright, hit you over.
Alright. All good?
Alright, so that is the shooting phase. There is nothing else to shoot. So, and I can't assault you coming out of a pod, unfortunately. So, guess what?
Alright, love it.
I'm going to change the dice over to your number 2.